Welcome to the Home Solutions channel. I'm Rebecca, and today we're out at a job site talking with Dale from Southwest Exteriors, and he's going to show us what it looks like when your siding and windows need to be replaced. We're also going to talk about a few things to be on the lookout for to make sure the company you choose for your project does a proper installation. Let's go!
All right, Rebecca, so this is a prime example of when you need to replace your siding. This siding is cupping and has significant sun damage. It's been caulked over multiple times. You can just pull it off with your fingers. Nothing is actually the way it was intended to be anymore.
Every single edge of the windows, all the caulk is peeling up, and there's even a large gap between this window that I can see.
Correct,
so
yeah.
These windows are not really sealing the house.
No, not at all. I mean, I can see directly into the studs on this piece here. So yeah, caulking only lasts so long, no matter what caulking you use, depending on what surface it's on. This has multiple surfaces, and as this ages, this piece moves. The brick doesn't move as much, but this piece will move back and forth with getting wet and drying out and doing all of what it's gonna do. You can see we end up with 1/4-inch gaps, 1/2-inch gaps all the way around. Some of this caulking is really flexible still because it's a silicone, which you shouldn't use on windows. And then others, it's rock hard and it's just brittle and falling apart, and it's had so much sun exposure that it's just no longer a sealant. It's essentially just in place but not really doing anything. So
why shouldn't you use a silicone caulk on windows?
So silicone over time actually has a really hard time adhering to anything. So silicone in general, silicone's great if it's a surface that you're getting something to not stick to, right? So silicone's good on some surfaces in some situations, but for exterior weather applications, it actually pulls away from a lot of the windows and a lot of the brick and different things. It needs something kind of substantial to hold on to, or maybe a corner that's properly done on a shower.
So if I was investigating a contractor and I wanted to make sure they were going to install my windows correctly and use the right caulk, what kind of answer should I be looking for?
So you usually want to use something that's a urethane-based caulking, and something that's going to stay flexible for many, many years, and something that's proven in the industry. So as far as caulking, you want something that people have been using for a long, long time, So you don't want a caulking that came out 5 years ago because it hasn't been tested for the last 20 years, or 30 years. And a lot of the products that are on the market have. These windows, the frames have actually held up rather well in this situation. Everything around the frames is rotting and moving, and it's causing problems, and these will all leak behind this brick. There's nothing stopping the water from just pouring straight into the wall and into this room, unfortunately. There's no flashing above the windows. This is old construction. We got some round beam construction up there along with new 2x4s and 2x6s. So this is kind of a hodgepodge, not even really nailed anymore. So
I was going to ask you about this. So is this rot that's gotten in the wood, or? Really
what it is the wood's getting wet and then it's heating up, and then the wood naturally has a curve to it normally because of the way the grain goes. And so as that happens, that wood will curve naturally after it dries out, and the fibers will just pull the wood one way or another as they dry.
Those were a few examples of some issues that might occur if you need new siding or windows on your home. If you want to know more about when is the right time to replace your windows, be sure to click the link down below for an article talking about just that. Thank you so much for stopping by the Home Solutions channel, where we just want you to have the look you love coming home to.